Hey everybody. Yeah. Okay, if it's 6, well she's at, so she's 2 hours behind. She is in Texas, I think that's what she said. Anyway, it's 8 here. I'm watching a piece of my opinion. I'm on my 4th row, me, on my not fourth row, 4th level, one, and then I got one more of these after this one. So I will end on this end. Cause yeah, that way, and that, 2, 3, 4. No, I'll end on that end. And if somebody take a little slugger to both of your kneecaps, mm-hmm. was in ninth grade, she would have probably learned that. Even though I learned that in fifth grade, but I am older than you. Exactly. And I try not to say that word myself because I don't want nobody to say it to me. So, Gary, this girl just said she didn't know that word, some words, was derogatory.
What?
And she's like, my man told me that that word came from anyways.
Came from anyway?
No, like if you, fifth grade history, maybe even before that. But it could be I grew up in the home of the Krusty Krispy Kreme.
Uh-huh.
So I learned about words earlier than some people. And you literally said it like she did. She literally said it, and then it was like, he told me that that was derogatory. That it meant this. This is where it came from. Now, it might have been fourth grade or fifth grade when they started teaching us a little bit in depth. But like I said, I probably heard it earlier than most people in the northern states because born and raised in the home of the Krusty Krispy Kreme. But you in California, I know that if you really grew up in Compton or Watts, you would know about that also. You would know about other things. And definitely you were born in 88. I think she was born in 88, 89, maybe not. It might even have been 90. I don't remember when she was born. It might have been 90. Yeah, because she's the same age as Eric. So you grew up in 90, and you were born in 90, grew up in California. The height of the LA riots, right? Rodney King, that Rodney King happened, what, 91? Like, she might not remember the specific time, but you grew up in California when the Rodney King riots were happening. You grew up in the state. And I'm not going to say Compton. I'm going to say Compton because that's the name of the movie, Straight Outta Compton. So you grew up around that area of NWA. And you didn't know that certain words was derogatory against certain people. So what that tells me is, well, no, it's not that she's stupid. Let me go back to me. Because if I learned it, I'm going to say fourth grade in school when I learned about it. But you got to remember, I was in resource. So I might have could have learned it earlier than that. It's just maybe that's not where I was at that time in school. I'm blaming it on me. I'm going to say fourth grade, fifth grade. In history, when I found out where some things came from in the history.
Yes.
But according to her, no, she was a genius. She wasn't in no special classes. So, okay, if mine was 94, that would have made her 4. And so, fourth grade, right?
Uh-huh.
And then kids learn things earlier. So let's say that she learned it maybe in her third grade. So my whole point of me saying that, you was in school in third grade. You was in school in fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh. You dropped out in eighth. Or you just didn't go back after seventh. So even if they didn't start teaching you different things until middle school, it would have had to be before seventh grade. That, and I am assuming, because I'm an ass, I'm assuming that you would have learned, you know what, I'm going to take the ass back, because I'm not an ass. I'm not an ass, because I have to remember who her family is, who Meemaw is, who Mama is, and how they literally told her son, oh, don't dance like that. Don't, like, wave your hands like that. That's a gang sign. This is a gang sign. This, little kids,
Yeah.
you know how they make up dance.
Yeah.
Telling that boy, oh, don't do that. That's a gang sign. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not meaning to throw false flags. I'm not, meaning to throw false. Because if that's what that is, then I think we all in trouble for throwing false flags,
Yeah.
for throwing signs. I'm sorry. I didn't know that this was a gang sign. I didn't know that, little kid dancing. I didn't know that was a gang sign. And you tell your son that 75% black not to do that. And the only reason why I said 70, the only reason why I'm bringing that in there is because I seen AJ do the same dance, and they said nothing to him, and he is 50%.
Yeah.
So that's what bothers me. If your mama is telling your son that if they never met your mama, they would not know that their grandmother, their biological grandmother, is white. Nobody would think that their grandmother was white. And you're telling your son not to dance. A little kid dance. He wasn't throwing no signs. He just had his hands in the air dancing. He did the little offbeat shuffle. And you're telling that little boy that he's throwing signs. And then proceed to blame it on his daddy. Yeah, his daddy let him do it over his house. What, have fun? Dance?
Yeah.
But yeah, every other word that comes out of your mouth, I'm not surprised. And she's trying to get people mad. She wants people to talk about her, and she knows that people do cuss her out when she says racial things.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not the fact that you say racial things. It's the fact that you think that nothing's wrong with it.
Yeah.
Because if I went out here saying in this, in that, I don't have the right, even though I'm black. I don't have that right. And if somebody cussed me out, got me together, or popped me upside my head, I can't say that they were in the wrong.
Yeah.
Because I put myself out there to get cussed out, to get snatched up. to get popped upside my head. But because you say it behind the camera and you don't like to go outside, you think that you got a pass. You think that I can say whatever I say and nobody ain't gonna do nothing. Not everybody's is afraid to go to jail. Because I'm guaranteeing there's at least one or two people out there that is like, I'm willing to sit down if I could just knock a few of them teeth out. Make you have a few lumps and bumps upside the head. Not like, I'm just saying. So her saying that, it's like, it's the fact that she says what she says, not thinking about all of her kids. And I say all of them.
About the kids at all.
I know she don't think about her kids, but I'm just saying, even if she wants to rage bait the internet, race bait the internet, just bait the internet. You don't know who's going to see that, who's going to hear that, and if somebody would do something to you or your children. Because you do it and you laugh, ha ha ha. I said this. What are you going to do about it? I'm not going to do anything about it. Because I don't need to put down my own race. I don't need to put down anybody else's race to feel good about myself. I like me. I like being me. I don't need to be anybody else. But you don't like you. You want to be everybody when it's good and nobody when it's bad. When you was talking about losing your kids, and when people kept calling a DCS on you for your kids, no tears shed. But then you hear about this man, this a grown adult that you never met, getting killed. You started cussing every black person out. When everybody was like, wait a minute, nobody know who shot him. Then when they found out, oh, it was a college student, and it was a young white male. Christian white male. Then she's like, well, why are we talking about race? No, you said when that man, and look, I'm not saying that she shouldn't have cried, because if I would have followed his teaching, I probably would have been crying. But I'm not going to cuss out everybody, because at that time, nobody even knew he was dead or that he passed.
Yeah.
Because this was when he very first got shot.
Yeah.
And he was in a hospital. And then later, that's when they came out. But so, she was on Instagram. So she did see it. Thank God I did not see it. Everybody was like, oh, it was on Instagram. I'm not on Instagram. They were like, oh, you could go see it. I don't need to see it. No, thank you. No, thank you. I am perfectly okay. So I'm not saying... What is somebody playing music? That's outside. Yeah, it's outside. I'm not saying that she shouldn't cry. Like, I'm not telling her how to feel. What I'm saying is the racist rage that she went on, tirade that she went on, and then after she found out what she was saying wasn't even true, she didn't apologize. She done said, why is everybody talking about race? Why is it a race thing? Nobody said it. You said, why would all you black people kill him? Y'all just don't like what he said. No black person shot him. You said that. You made it about black people. You and your orange daddy. And she even, and that's her words. Yeah, that's That's my Orange Daddy. I voted for Orange Daddy. She said that. Now, if she said it just to be facetious, no, I think she was so serious. She was serious. And then she loves to pull out that hat. Okay, bitch, I don't care. That's you wearing an autograph hat from your Orange Daddy. Okay, congratulations. I'm not mad at it. It's not gonna touch my head. You know, hey, do what you do. Do what the Romans do while in Rome. Or while in Rome, do what the Romans do. Yes, it's outside, Hannah. I keep telling you that. But my whole point of it is,
Who's that?
what?
I put Reese's in here.
No, it's right here.
You go ahead. It's the one with caramel.
Oh. My whole point of me saying is nobody brings anything about race. And then and the only reason why I'm bringing it up is because I don't know if it was today or yesterday. Anyways, it might have been this afternoon. You sit in your car waiting for Boo Thing to get off work, just shouting out racist words. Are y'all mad? Blah, 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 blah. Are you mad? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's you looking stupid. Because if you gotta say,
Hey, your bag has to pull through.
well, it's not even that, Gary. I'm just saying. Her saying them words. I don't care if you say them words. You have the right, as of right now, in the United States. That might change soon. But you don't care because Orange Daddy told you that it's not going to happen. Even though he's signing the papers, as he's telling you, no, it ain't going to affect you. Okay, he said it ain't going to affect me. And then when it affects you, what? Them Democrats, no. Democrats didn't sign it. Your Orange Daddy signed it. That is sweet. Oh, crap.
Did you all like that one?
Why?
I bet no one could eat any
Dad,
that.
Mom said it's outside.
What? Hey, the door opens to the outside right there.
The balcony door.
I locked that.
That's why I said,
Okay.
did you lock that door? The other door's locked. It locks on there. So.
That's sweet.
Huh?
That's
I know that
syrup.
one.
That's syrupy sweet.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't taste no caramel.
I did.
It's like
About all I taste is caramel.
I
I say very little peanut butter.
I didn't taste caramel.
Caramel's like so sweet.
I know that's why it's sweet.
But I didn't know I was getting caramel. I just knew it was.
Yeah.
In fact, the first one I ate, they explained like, that peanut butter tastes kind of weird.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to put my finger on one word like, the pecan? Yeah, so I said caramel.
Let me see when this was. Because I think it was today. Yeah. It was today. But will you get me a cup of ice water, please? But him.
Did you open that door?
Yes, she did. Hannah, did you open the door? Why would you open it?
If you're sitting there worried about the noise, why would you open the door? You want somebody to kill you?
No, not kill, but
Nasty.
snatch. It's night.
But it don't kill you.
Make sure it's
They
on
don't
cue.
It is.
Because I don't like
Oh,
crush
yeah.
ice. I wonder if we can, no, because I was going to say if we could put a cup of water, but it fills up automatically. Make sure that the ice machine is on. I'm saying like, You rage baiting. That's all you. You got that. I don't need to put my race down or anybody else's race down to make me feel or look better. I'm happy in my skin. And if you're happy in your skin, I'm happy that you're happy in your skin. You should be happy in your skin. Your skin is your skin. I don't want your skin, and I don't want you to want my skin. So you rage baiting is not just hurting people that hear you. It's think about your kids. When you become a mother, you need to view everything in in the eyes of your children. Even if you think, nope, I don't like what does my kids got to do with XYZ. You never know. You never know how it will affect your kids. But you know what, listen to me. I'm fat, I'm black, and maybe in your eyes I'm hideously ugly. Thank you. Thank you. I will be all that, but what I will also be is a great mother. I will always be a great mother. Always. What I will also be, I will always be a great daughter, a great person, a great friend. If my son has kids anytime soon, a great grandmother. When my girls get old enough, married or whatever, and have babies, over the age of 18, of course, I will be a great grandmother. So you can't take that away from me. You might think you can. You might think, oh, you're fat. I've been fat more than half of my life. So I like being fat. Never wanted to be skinny. Oh, you're poor. Yes, I am. I'm very poor. But that's only in money. I'm only poor when it comes to money, but I am rich in everything. And I wish that on you. I wish for you to be rich in life, not necessarily financially rich. I want that for you too. But when I say I want you to be rich, I want you to have a rich, fulfillful life. A happy, rich filled life for your kids. But that's just me. I wish blessings on everybody. I don't wish hate. I don't put anybody down to make me feel better. Because I feel great. I feel great. And I want nothing but greatness for everyone. Hence why I voted for Kamala. I did. I voted for Kamala Harris. I did. And I have said multiple times why I voted for Kamala. I voted for Kamala when I went into the voting booth. Not that you care, but when I voted for Kamala, I voted for when I went in. Two things popped in my head, and I literally said this multiple times. When I went to vote for Kamala Harris, it was because I wanted the war to end in Ukraine. And so I thought of Zelensky. I thought of President Zelensky. And then the second thought that popped in my head is I have two daughters. And it's their body, their choice. I wanted them to have not autonomy. What?
Kay said, he was saying, would you rather give up olives or give up mushrooms? And then Kay said, I would rather give up myself before I gave up mushrooms. I could eat like 10,000 mushrooms and still feel like nothing happened.
That's why he looks like a big old mushroom. No. I would give up mushrooms, no questions
Both are
asked.
terrible.
No. My favorite pizza is ham, pineapple, and black olives. So no. And then I like green olives. But I wanted my kids to be able to decide what happens to their body. Not a doctor, not a congressman that never met him. I want them to decide what happens to them. That's why I voted for Kamala.
Yeah, ticket.
Did you unplug it and plug it back in? Remember, that's what he did. Yeah.
I don't know if I pulled that refrigerator out. You gotta put it out there.
Well, how did he do it?
He pulled it out.
Well, have you even tried?
I will try.
Well, you don't have to do it right this second, Gary. I mean,